Okay guys, now there's three different ways basically to acquire these tax lien certificates that we're going to talk about. One is the auction, okay? And there's either a live or an online. And the online is basically a live as well. What I mean by live is you actually put your body down there at the auction. Usually these are at the courthouse or somewhere down at the county clerk's office or wherever it may be. You all huddle in a room or you stand outside and you sit here and you bid on these properties, okay? And kind of the way this works is this, it's two ways. If the taxes start at, let's say, $1,000, and they say, okay, this county has 15% as our set rate of return that you're going to get on your investment in the tax liens, they start the auction by saying, okay, here we are, parcel number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with legal description A, B, C, D, E, F, debtor's name, blah, 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 starts with an opening bid of, it's $1,000 to buy the property, and we're giving you 15% return on your money. And then investors will go, okay, I'll take 14.75. No, I'll take 14.5. I'll take 14.25. And it bids down from there. So you start at the ceiling, which is the maximum the county will allow, the set rate, and then investors basically bid on how much they're willing to take for this particular piece of property. So it could start at 15 and get all the way as low as 3 or 4%, depending on how nice the property is, what the chances are of redemption, the state, the county, the area. There's all of these factors. Now, the other way this works is they come in and say, okay, here's the deal. Our opening bid is $1,000. They don't bid by interest rate. You just bid up the $1,000. You know that you're going to get 15% back. So if you bid $1,000, you're going to get $150 back on top of that, in this example, at 15%. So people bid, okay, I got $101, $102, or $1,001, $1,002, $1,003. And so you're basically bidding up the dollar amount, but thus decreasing the rate of return as well. So it's just two ways to do it. You bid up the dollar amount or you bid down the interest rate. That's basically the ways that the counties do it. There's only two ways. Now, you can either be there live or you can be online. A lot of counties, well, some of the bigger counties who actually have the budgets and the wherewithal to do this will allow you to be at your computer with a live camera actually kind of bidding on these things as well. Again, that's equally as good really as being there live if you know what you're doing. You can do it from the seat of your chair, at your couch, at home, whatever. And then the other one is the buy direct or mail in or contact the county directly after the sale, okay? And of these 2-3 methods here that we've got to buy properties at, this is one of my favorites for a few reasons. One is these first ones that's actually live. You got to understand that a lot of institutional players in America, GE Capital, a lot of equity funds, banks, things like this, they like to go to these auctions in some of the nicer counties with some of the nicer properties, and they'll go bid these things way down because them institutionally are only looking for 5, 6, 7, 8% rates of return. So they'll bid these things to a point where it almost makes it impossible for a normal Joe Schmo investor to do anything because they're only requiring a lower rate of return. Now, say there's 7,000 properties that go at Maricopa County, let's say, in Arizona. Of those 7,000 properties, all the funds and the investors who were at the live auction may have only bought 5,000 of the 7,000 properties, so there's 2,000 left over. So when you take the 2,000 that are left over, sift through and figure out if there's any gems left, any diamonds in the rough, and then you can go direct to the county and you just get the 15% because you're not bidding against anybody. It's a done deal. These are ones that didn't go, and you might say, well, if these didn't go, they must have been horse crap. Okay, well, maybe not. A lot of times people miss things. And I would say that the bulk of it is going to be garbage, all right? But finding a diamond in the rough for 15% could be a good way to go. So there's the three ways. Live with your butt there at the auction, online with your butt in your seat at home, or buy direct, mail to them a little bit later. And that's basically a summary of all the three ways to acquire.